This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. One of the biggest sports stories of the day has been Dan Marino's association with the concussion lawsuit against the NFL. It was first reported yesterday that the legendary Miami Dolphins quarterback was joining the list of former players filing the suit, but earlier today Marino apparently had a change of heart. Now, this story comes on the heel of Marino's visit to the Bahamas this past weekend, where he joined up with a number of his former teammates to host a kids clinic at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. Now, prior to that clinic, a press conference was held, and believe it or not, the concussion issue actually came up during remarks from the nation's chief.
We have sports tourism, medical tourism. We're introducing a new regime in stem cells, and we're doing so in association with the University of Miami, because what we wanted to do was to ensure that there was legitimacy to the jurisdiction we were establishing. So we went to the University of Miami and said, get involved with us, become concerned with us to give us the kind of expert interventions we need, superintend the research that will be taking place here, so Kobe Bryant would not have to go to Germany to get whatever treatment he's getting. And that the NFL itself is looking at how it deals with you after you've retired. And President Barack Obama just had a conference at the White House on concussions and impacts on the brain.
On to some college baseball news now, where Brandon Murray and the College of Charleston Cougars continue to make history after being involved in the second longest game in NCAA history a few weeks back. Murray and the Cougars became only the fourth seed to advance to the Super Regionals. The Cougars got through the Gainesville Regional undefeated. They beat Long Beach in the finale last night 4-2. Murray finished up 0-for-2, a walk and a run scored, while being named to the All-Region team. Murray and the Cougars will now travel to face Texas Tech in their Lubbock Super Regional. That's the best of 3 series of this weekend. The winner there will move on to the College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. The Bahamas Baseball Federation's national championships are fast approaching, and Freedom Farm expects to be well represented.
The only thing I'm worried about is us. If we play the way we know we can, the way we've been playing all season, I mean, the best of our players are playing top-notch baseball right now, and if we continue that, I think we're going to be difficult to beat at nationals in every division. We have no weak divisions here at Freedom Farm. We have strong baseball players all around, and I think come July 18th, when play starts at national, that's going to show on the field.
Team Bahamas did a commendable job at the inaugural World Relays, winning the silver medal in the men's 4x4 relay. Overall, though, it seemed as though the injury bug hit the 242 a little harder than usual, and B3A's boss Mike Sands is a bit concerned about how some of our athletes dealt with these issues.
I too was extremely disappointed in a number of athletes, or the athletes that appeared to come home injured. And we have to really look at ourselves, coaches, athletes, and all of us, and ask ourselves the question, right, of a level of integrity. Are we really being honest with ourselves? Are we really being honest with the Bahamian public? Because there's no way that an athlete can come home and not even be able to do a decent workout days before the event. Obviously, it meant that they were injured, and I questioned some of it prior to, but I was given the assurance that what I was thinking was maybe a cramp or something else, and it was not an injury. And unfortunately, it turned out to be injuries, and so several athletes did not go to the starting line, and I'm very disappointed with that. And I will be addressing that in a little more details with the coach and the membership as time comes.
Now, the World Relay is definitely the biggest sporting event to have ever hit the Bahamas, and as Kelsie Johnson tells us tonight, officials don't plan to stop there.
The Bahamas is a top brand, and the trend of sports tourism is increasing as more and more professional, collegiate, and amateur teams look to compete or train here.
Many countries would have wanted to have the Miami Heat here for their spring preparation, but we had them. That was a opportunity that I believe helped us turn the corner in tourism, because if you have the players such as Dwayne Wade, LeBron, and Chris Bosh and others out there tweeting about the Bahamas, the coaches and others, it helps in your marketing, so that co-branding works, and we believe that's worked for us significantly. We have the LPGA, for instance, and all those players that have come in. Now we're going to the PGA, and we're doing more things that will cause more people to be associated with who? The brands. The brands are who? The players who who have names that are so big that you can't pay for.
Sports tourism is building quickly, and the giant steps taken is now paying off. A full calendar of sporting events is penciled in for the remainder of the year and the earlier part of 2015. There's a new holistic approach, and the latest target is the European and Asian circuits.
We're going to continue to do things that will attract more and more people to the Bahamas. And if you can get them into the Bahamas in all the sport discipline, I believe that what you're going to see is people will always believe that I can come to the Bahamas, I can have rest and relaxation, I can bring my discipline to the Bahamas, I can participate in activity, I can participate in game, or I can participate in preparation.
The Ministry of Tourism works closely with the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, headed by Dr. Daniel Johnson. It is said that both ministries have dynamic teams that are willing and ready to push the envelope to sustain the growth and development of sports tourism.
We've been very aggressive out there, and they've been talking to people, coming up with their ideas, and the crazy ideas work. When you approach the Miami Heat saying, why don't you do a spring training in the Bahamas, they're like, good idea. But nobody ever thought about it before.
Kelsie Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
Special Olympics Bahamas held its National Track and Field Championships this past weekend at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium, and everyone had a good time.
This is our premier event, and we have over 150 athletes coming in from Grand Bahama, Abacoa, Lustra, and here in New Providence participating. The crowd has been right into it, and as you can hear, the athletes are excited.
And that will do it for sports. Don't go anywhere. The Bahamas Tonight continues after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.